need to recharge that.
That's oil.
Yeah, I'm leaking. Full. That's how we know when we're full. Day 0. They're at South Georgia Motorsports Park. And we're all teched in. That all worked out. We're all registered. Everything's good. However, we still had that misfire from yesterday. So Doug from Holly came over and we kind of looked at some stuff. And there's a couple things he says is less than ideal. As far as like the spark plug wires being really close to the roll bar or the front down tubes on the cage. We're actually going to try to get that further away. We're also going to change the 600 box, and we're also going to change spark plug wires. Not normally how you diagnose something, but when you only have so much time, this is what you got to do. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to change all that and hopefully be able to make a pass today, because we really need to figure out this misfire before tomorrow. We can still try it tomorrow, but I don't want to, with a fresh combination like this, I don't want to keep going down the track misfiring. So we really need to get this figured out before the problem gets bigger or worse. So we're going to try this out, but again, we can't really test anything until we're actually on the racetrack. Two-step check won't show it, idling it won't show it, nothing will show it until we actually put load on it, high boost down the track. So that's where we're at. We're going to change all this stuff out and wait until it dries, and hopefully we can make a good pass today, and one without misfires. I don't care how fast it goes, as long as we don't have misfires, I'll feel so much better. So we're gonna get after it and see what we can do. So we just talked about changing the coils around to get them further away from the roll bar. In doing so, we found another issue. That's number 8 coil, and could potentially be our problem, and exactly what we were afraid of is leaking into the cage. So we're going to take apart, it wasn't as easy as flipping it. We're not good at geometry and stuff, so we tried to do that, and it's the exact same thing. So we actually have to take the coil brackets apart and flip them around, but this one we have to take apart anyways to change out that coil. Luckily we have 16 coils with us, so this isn't that big of a deal, but hopefully our problem. And I don't see how that couldn't be the problem, but if anybody knows anything about cars and racing and anything else, that could not be the problem, but we're going to go ahead and change it anyway. So yeah. So now I'm going to change the Pro 600 box. So on drag week, it was behind the dash, way up high. I know we talked about it on the rebuild video, so go back and watch that. But I moved it. It was such a pain that you could never get to it without removing the dash, moving the steering column, removing the shifter. Worst thing ever. So we just kind of shoved it in there and zip tied it. Not what you're supposed to do with a $2,000 ignition box, but what we did on the side of the road. So now I moved it to the firewall, rubber isolated, so you don't have to worry about the vibrations as much. Made it so much easier to change. So that's what I'm going to do now and test out my theory that it's easier to change. And hopefully not have to pull the dash out. But again, if I do, I made that easier too. So we're going to put it to the test. I would rate this job for your back pain, not phenomenal, but better than before, because it's probably going to take about 2 hours less time. I had the old box out in about 45 seconds once I had the tools in here. The problem is you got to hold it and screw it in at the same time. So I may end up putting studs in this next time. That's the cool thing about this. Every time you do something, you realize what you need to do to make it more efficient or better or just more effective. So not that you ever want anything to go bad, but once you do it and you replace it, you figure out what you need to do to make it faster and easier to do on the side of the road or whatever. So putting studs on this, it'd be a lot easier, because then I can just kind of hold there. If I can come up with some kind of quick release, would be really, really cool. But we may do something different, but this is still 1,000 times better than what I had before. If I had like a couple extra hands, it would probably help, but you can't even get somebody else in here to hold it at the same time. So it's 1,000 times better than what it was.
Go and check Lash. What's up? Where we at?
I'm gonna need to tap this over.
Which one are you? Which side are you looking at?
I'm on the passenger side, 'cause it's easy one to get to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where? Go ahead. I'm just gonna watch. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Cap it. All right. You know you're not going to have that workbench over there on
Yeah,
during the week
over there.
So
And
I just don't want you to get used to using that workbench over there. 'Cause you can't, if you bring that with you, you're cheating.
Scratch.
So now it's about 4:30 on day 0, and we got all the ignition stuff replaced. I don't want to say fixed because you can't say that until you know. So all that stuff is replaced anyways. Then we're going to see if it works. We started packing up our trailer because they canceled for today. They called it maybe about a half hour ago or so. So we started loading up our trailer just to be ready for tomorrow. We can move the trailer we brought here. It has to be, you have 30 minutes after the driver's meeting tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. or at 8 o'clock tomorrow after the driver's meeting to move your rig into a designated area. You cannot go back there until you turn in your last time slip on day 5. So we wanted to get everything either in the car, around the car, or in the trailer, in our drag and drive trailer, so we don't have to be unorganized in the morning. We want to be able to just jump in this and move it over there and be done, and really focus on getting this on the track as early as possible tomorrow, just in case we have to make more than one. I just got done rain Xing the windshield. We might get some rain later in the week as well, so I wanted to make sure I got that done. No wipers on this for obvious reasons. There's no room. So I think we're ready to at least see if we have it fixed. So we're hopefully get a lot of sleep tonight because we doubt we're going to get any for the rest of the week. Might be our last opportunity. So I'm going to get this wrapped up, get the front end back on, get the car quick detailed, lock everything up, and maybe eat or at least sleep. The goal tonight is to sleep. So I'm going to do that so I can sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It's early. It's cold, 47 degrees. Very wet. Everything's wet. They've been working on drying the track all night. So hopefully we'll be able to get out there fairly early. Driver's meeting's at 8. Trailer's got to be gone by 8:30, which ours is already gone. So that's good. Track goes hot at 9 with the slower classes. Probably to help dry the track, make sure everything's good. And then they're going to get the faster cars on there, which will be all 3 of us. So I'm hoping that we have our problem fixed, but not only that we have a good enough tune-up to go quick, fast enough. I don't know we'll get a second pass today, so it's really, really imperative that we make the first one count, even though we have no data with changing the blower speed, not having a misfire, hopefully. And yeah, so there's a lot riding on this first one. It's we didn't get a pass yesterday because of the rain, so it makes it really, really, really difficult to know what kind of tune-up to put in it when you don't have a tune-up for this combination. One bad thing about not having a dyno right now, we couldn't test literally anything. So we'll get it warmed up. I'll actually put it up on the 2-step just to see how much boost it's going to make real quick so that we have something to go off of, so we know what kind of timing to put at it. So we're going to get the car dried off, get it warmed up, do the 2-step check, and just kind of be ready for when they call us so we can get up there immediately. So get this done. So we just kind of did a warm up while we were kind of waiting. May still be a little while. We waited to warm it up so that the rods and oil and everything could still have some heat in it. So I wanted to do a 2-step check. Before I did that, I also wanted to see if I could make the shifter work. Set it to 2200, put it in first gear, gave it enough throttle to shift, and it smacked into high gear. So I'm under the impression that's going to work. While I was sitting in here earlier, I went ahead and changed the display for RPM to actually turn into a shift light So I should have 2 shift lights on my dash now to let me know the shift at 8,000. I'm commanding it to shift at 7950. So as soon as I let go of the button and it's straight enough, I'm gonna let go and just have my hand ready behind the shifter. If I see red, I'm hitting it. So when I did the 2-step check, we changed the gear ratio, and I want to know what kind of boost we're going to be leaving on. So I actually set it, I looked at it, data logged it, and we're at roughly 8 to 8.3 pounds of boost from 9.5 yesterday. In my mind, that's about a degree of timing it could take to leave on the same thing, but we really need to get a pass that goes A to B that's fast. I know that's like not the same thing, or opposite, contradicting of each other, but we really need to make a fast pass so we can be in quarantine tomorrow, so we don't have to worry about it tomorrow. But we also don't want to spin. If we can do another 120, 60 foot, I would feel really good. If we go 125, I still feel decent as long as we don't have that misfire. So we're going to make sure this is ready. I think we're going to snug up the alternator belt a little bit. They do stretch. We have enough time on it to where we do need to reset that. Make sure there's plenty of fuel, air, everything else, and get ready for our first pass.
Hey there, day 1, sick week. It's early, it's cold. People are doing stuff. We are the last group to run. So it's gonna be D, then C, AB slick, AB radial, and then all run. Track's cold, obviously, so just hoping that it can come around in time for that. For us. Hoping to make a very similar pass that I did on Sunday and turn that in for my license and get that squared away today. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I didn't misunderstand Lonnie Grimm. I talked to him about doing that today since it was raining yesterday. So a little nervous about that aspect of it and running so late in the day. I was hoping to have a little bit of window between my run and the all run so I could get that squared away, and if I had to make another pass, be good, but that's not going to happen. So, it's what it is. We're just going to do what we have to do and see how the cards fall, I guess. Hopefully it just runs the same as it did Sunday. So I'm running in Super Street this time, unless somebody protests my front bumper or something. I should fit. The way I read it, I fit the rules. So see what happens. Didn't want to be in modified with that. Just trying to be in quarantine. That's my goal. This whole event is finish and be in quarantine, so that way I don't have to worry as much about group calls tomorrow, Wednesday, or tomorrow is Wednesday. This Tuesday starts really messing with me. The rest of the week, say that. That's it. I don't know what to say. Cletus run yet?
All right, here we are at, you can see, I can see my breath. Day 1, sick week 2025. Testing did not go well for Team Big 3. Mostly, well, it went okay, I say. Not well for Chuck, okay-ish for Bob. We still got some things to overcome. And we run late today for the last cars to go, which is not optimal for the longest drive of the week. So I don't suspect us sleeping tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and put money that we are not gonna sleep tonight. So, YOLO. Dustin's here, it's wet. We got time to wait to clean it up, and then we're gonna go and try and do a 1 and done and get on the road. But more likely it's gonna be a 2 or a 3 and done, and then get on the road really late, and then maybe not sleep. So stay tuned. It's gonna suck. All right, so I changed classes here from Super Street to heavyweight, thinking it would be a little bit smaller class, a little more geared towards me. Come to find out there's actually 31 cars in heavyweight and only 11 in Super Street, so I may have shot myself in the foot. So I'm gonna C class now. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it. I got this thing where if I change plans or I stick with the plan, I'm just gonna stick with it. So I'm just gonna stick with it. I'm trying to run as close to 7500 as I can without going over, because that's as fast as I can go.
Pretty much, you gotta put this guy in so we can turn the car up or down on a fly after they see the starting line. Because a lot of times you only have one shot at the track, or you only want to try one time because you want to get on the road. So rather make a safe pass than a fast pass sometimes. So we can turn her down on the fly then. So I'm gonna put that. I've had it forever and I just don't get to putting it in until now because, you know, why not? So I'm gonna pull the dash, at least this side, and try to get the plugs undone. So
I am setting up a on-the-fly timing retard for Bob, so when the track is bad or worse, he could make a timing retard curve on the fly. We got a little 11 position or 12 position switch, goes from 0 to 11, and then 11 being super neutered off the line, and 0 being giving it all the beans.
called AB Slick, so we're just ready for the call.
We're the last group out, other than all run, and we're ready.
She's done some beautiful shots, but unfortunately beyond that, her helmet is becoming a trophy.
They're almost matching. They're both black. We have shoes.
Designer.
Yeah, mine are camo. You can't see them because they're camo.
Old Simpson.
Dad jokes for days.
Simpson, Impact.
Yeah.
That's who I'm wearing.
Like it's a fashion show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go real straight. We're gonna go real fast.
Real fast.
We're gonna go real straight and real fast. Probably be a little loud.
And then hopefully real slow.
And then real slow at the other end.
Yeah. And then we're gonna turn right.
Turn right and then go straight at a slower rate. And then come back here. Then we're gonna be done. So then we'll just get everything changed over and hit the road so we can get in by 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It'll be nice.
Head right to the track at that
And then go
point.
right to the track. And then eat breakfast on like Thursday. Today's Tuesday? Yeah, we'll eat breakfast on Thursday.
Sounds like a good time to eat.
Yeah, dinner on Saturday. Yeah, that's really all we need. 2 meals in a week.
Meals in a week.
Yeah, that's what we aim for. We didn't know that, but there, we said it. Now it's real life. So, yeah, let's make a good pass. Yay, team.
Is there bathrooms on this side?
He's worried about that.
Film him. Get a...
Hey, Rick. Yay, team. Right here.
Yay, team!
So we got a high five. There it is. Thanks. We got it.
Thanks. Thank you. This is Rick's $10. Yeah, that's Rick's change.
Oh, I'll put that where it needs to go.
Whoops.
So we're here in the lanes. I got my friends. We got Tom. We got Logan. We got Raymond. Masters. He works at NASA.
And if you turn around, we got Ass Man off Seinfeld.
That is amazing. So yeah, we're here in the lanes. We made it. It was quite the line to get in, but we made it. We're gonna shoot for something that works. Probably a low 7. We would be happy with that. You know, obviously if we hit that 6, that would be sweet, or 7.0 would be phenomenal. Don't really know what everybody else is running in our class, so we don't really have any idea of what we need to run in order to be in quarantine, but that's our goal. Other than it working and going down, that's always the goal, is to get in quarantine. So we're really, really pulling that we have a pretty decent surface to start with, and we can make it all the way down there. And, you know, obviously a 6 would be awesome, but we'll take a low 7 also, and not a misfire. So, yeah, we're gonna do that, right, guys? We're good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good. So, yeah. So, let's see what we can do.
I am tired, and we still got 330 miles to go, and it's we haven't made a pass yet, and it's 3:40, and I'm at the end of the line. And if it doesn't go well, I'm gonna have to make another pass in the hog run category. There is 0% chance, and I mean 0% chance, that we are going to have a meal, sleep, and I'm even gonna go ahead and we're not gonna make it to our original hotel in Bradenton. We're gonna probably stay somewhere and then drive, and then tomorrow's gonna be super exciting. But I'm preparing myself mentally for that. And Jimmy, I'm preparing Jimmy mentally for that. So anything better than that is going to be success.
There will be high fives too.
There will be high fives. If we eat, if we sleep, one wink, or if we make it to our hotel, there will be high fives, because that's going to be a win, big ass win, right?
Spirits are still high.
Our spirits are still high. Our spirits are high. We are tired, but our energy is low.
Just waiting on the third win.
Just waiting on that fourth win.
So we just made our pass, the first full pass on the car since the complete rebuild and getting it down here. When a 121.7, 60 foot, 315 to the 315.4 to the 330, which is considerably slower than what we normally do because of that 60 foot. And we had a lot of power out of it for a while. Went a 472 at 157, and then a 721 to 6 at 193.5 miles an hour. So mile an hour is promising. It stopped, it ran, it came back here. We're happy. So we're going to pull the log. I really want to see how much boost that was. I feel like it's roughly what we were running last year. So then we'll make the decision what we want to do. I might even try to find a gear set in between if it's where it was, to try to get it back up to 40 pounds where I want it. So we're going to call that good, I think, unless my crew tells me otherwise. But seeing how they're already turning the car over, I think we're going to call that good. So I'm going to not lose this. I'm going to go turn this in and get our directions, which is really long. And keep in mind it's 5 o'clock, and we have like a, I don't know, 20-hour drive ahead of us. So it's gonna be a long night. So yeah, not looking forward to that, but this is what we do. So I'm gonna go turn this in.
had to have been. Tell you what though, it was a mile an hour. There was some mile an hour there. Oh, finally, it feels so good after this long day to have made a solid A and B. Hopefully Rick makes one too. Something might be wrong with Rick. Not sure. No parachute, and he's driving slow. Well, we'll find out in a minute. Bye.
Well, we didn't get a license pass in, but all in all, it's a good pass. But a 120/60 foot, which is better than 2 days ago. A 323, which I think is comparable. A 487, which is better than the other day, at only 149. And then we finished with a 751 at 191. I really thought that was it. It felt stronger than it did 2 days ago, in the car at least. I don't know if it's just because I've been sitting in the car for what felt like 3 hours. But we didn't do it, but good pass. Keeps me competitive at least. So now to turn that in and turn the car around. Get on the street, leave the Bradenton.
Team Turk, can you come up to the tower?
Maybe we get done at Bradenton. It's good, also a good track.
Thank
So.
you.
I made the exact decision. I was scared going faster than 750 with the better air. It felt pretty good. I know it was turned down, but I did not want to overshoot it. So I'll take my 809 and turn it in. After all the showed today, that probably leaves me pretty good. And I easily can still do 7.7 average this week, no problem. My parachute didn't deploy. So it's also a good thing that I did pull the parachute. It did not. So we're going to go ahead and address that situation. So we get it good. About 751, truck 720. We're in good shape. It's late. We're going to get loaded up and get the heck out of Dodge.
So this is fun. And trying to transfer everything over, I found that my alternator pulley wasn't there anymore. And I did hear something after I started the car down there. And I was coming back through there. Coming down the return road, I thought maybe my seatbelt or something hit the cage because it's just a loud ting and it's normal in a race car like that. You can just hear it everywhere. It's like a tuning fork. Well, after an hour or 45 minutes, whatever it was, since the last time I was on this camera, I figured out this wasn't there. So I actually went down and I found it. However, it's all stripped out, so it must have been spinning on there at some point. So I guess I'm going to JB weld it on again. This is exactly what we did last year. If not, go back and watch that video and we could have this exact same conversation again. So, yeah, I'm hopeful. I don't have a spare this time. Last time I had a spare. They couldn't get me one in time. I got all of it except for the part I need. So, I'm going to JB weld it on there and hopefully it's enough. If not, I'll see you on the side of 75 waiting for a tow truck. But we're going to try to make this work.
Dude, what the? Why don't we ever bring a green can? That's green
about to have the EPA here.
Brian Moss, the 1986
Hey, Bob.
What? Yeah, I want to make sure they put.
Is this normal break-in debris?
Looks like it, yeah. Yeah.
Just a little bit on the plug. Yeah. There was like a lot of really metallic oil, like heavy. I think a whole connecting rod came out.
No.
On the opposite side of the racetrack, 1222 and 97 miles an hour.
Yay, air filter!
Hello, alien.
Hey. See how they are.
All right, so it's late, 7:30ish, and we're about to make our 12-hour drive, 14-hour drive, whatever it's going to be. Maybe to the hotel. Maybe we'll see it tonight. Maybe we'll just go straight to the track. Don't know. But either way, we're really hoping to make it to Bradenton. We need some gas and more Red Bulls and 5 hours to get there probably. Yeah, I'm just that cool that I wear my sunglasses at night. I don't know, for you young whippersnappers, Google it. It's a song. It's a really good song. It's all about me. So, yeah, I guess we're going to get in and probably head out, you know. So, okay, bye now.
Yeah, I was gonna get canned boiled peanuts actually. That's what we got here last year.
Looking for
Crocs. The reason I'm looking for Crocs is I have 2 left feet. Well, I don't. I have 2 left Crocs. I actually have a left and a right foot. I don't have any Crocs.
I feel like you should go.
My feet
show
are going to
the
be on
selection
fire.
of shoes we have here.
Yes, you should. Great. Where about the person?
I don't know why you get Crocs. They have a lot better options.
This is my problem. And if you look, I actually have a right foot. It's weird. I don't have just 2 lefts. I have a right also. So we're going to have to try to find a pair of Crocs. I can't deal with this. And I can't drive barefoot because that's really uncomfortable on a metal gas pedal like mine with the hook. So I even at least need a right one. Just the right I would have been fine. 2 rights would have been good. All right. It was charging at 20 volts, and then all of a sudden it went back down to normal, and then down to like 15.5. I just know it's really bad for 20 volts. To one of those. And it's warm, but I just don't know if it's still good or not. Let me charge it and start it back up. Seems to be okay. So if if nothing else, we can get somewhere safer. So I guess we'll just roll with it. We're rolling, Jimmy. So now it's just charging from anywhere from like 18.8 down to 15.0 and just keeps going back and forth, back and forth. So I think we need to change the alternator already. So, yay. What?
What's up?
How was your 5 miles so far?
Uneventful. I have radios and I can talk and it's really nice. I think we had some Fleetwood Mac playing. You know, some good old classic rock.
Those are our options.
What are we doing?
Throw it in that.
Are you not entertained?
Hey, I need my other alternator. Okay.
My bad.
Subway.
Oh my God, we get to eat dinner? Dude, the first 3 miles of this trip has been fabulous.
It's been nice. It's been pleasant.
For some.
What are you guys doing?
For some. You gotta cut the zip tie, Ray. Oh, fucking blind bastard.
Sorry, I'm not in charge of zip ties or cutters.
No, I don't. Everything else cut back up. Huh. It's like auto tightening, Jimmy. He's not even here.
Yeah. I'm just glad it was over here.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, just coming to watch and probably frustrate.
Looks like you need to recharge that.
It's been, yeah, I found it in the car today. This from I bought it at a gas station a couple years ago.
Needs a little less. It was good at first until I put up to 2,700. Then it was 14 or 17.4. I think it's good enough. I mean, I'm not going to fight over 0.1 or 0.2 volts. So I got to adjust the trans fan stuff maybe real quick.
Yep. Good for the front end shop.
I think so. That laptop somewhere?
It's sitting right on the back. It's in your bag, so let it.
The food's good. Yeah, I mean, I already ate, what was it, now and laters? And the Doritos. So this is like a second dinner. On the first day, that's amazing. We can't ask for any more. I left him a 20% tip. That guy was cool.
C group and then AB radial. So what does that put us at? Like 9 o'clock? About 9 o'clock, we gotta be there to run. It is. It's actually 9 o'clock, and we are still in South Georgia. So,
Did it trip it?
12 hours. Yeah, we're not sleeping at all. At all.
Man,
A third into our 320 mile day one trip. So we're getting out of the track at almost 8 o'clock. Minimal issues. We've got another 100-ish miles till we get to our first checkpoint, and another 100-ish miles to the hotel. I said earlier there was a 0% chance that we were going to sleep or get to a hotel tonight. Maybe still 0%. I don't know. We don't know what it holds, but as of right now, we're going. So we're going to go ahead and keep the momentum going. I am really tired. Very tired. So let's roll. We're going to do it. All good, and we're all rolling into quarantine tomorrow for the first time ever from us doing sick week. First time, all three of us in quarantine. That right there, called a win for the week. Because if it is hard to be in quarantine or / impound on drag week, it's near impossible because you have half the chance to be in quarantine or impound for sick week, and we are, all three of us. Like that's like the best feeling in the world as long as we show up tomorrow. So let's do it.
Going. Scooter's still there, so it's good. I think we're like 90 some miles in now. So it's pretty good. Pretty excited about that. Cars seem to be cruising pretty good on the highway, at least mine is. Better than usual. I'm not sure if the tires just make it more happy. Cool air, combination of both, I don't know. So, other than the alternator stuff, it's been pretty uneventful, and I hope it continues that way. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I said it. I need to pay attention to this, forgot. Maybe it's cruising better than the highway because there's not a bunch of stuff on the roof. The headsets are really awesome. I'm really enjoying them. It makes the noise in the car so much more pleasant.
good evening. Welcome to another episode of Gas Station Encounters. Yeah, we're cruising, which is good. Need fuel. Bob's finally got headsets in his car, and I think he swallowed the microphone because it's so loud, like ear-piercingly loud. Like I'd rather shove my head in my own Zoomy. So loud. So I told him to take the microphone out of his mouth, and it's not any better. So I don't know what's going on in his car, but everybody else sounds fine, but except for Bob. We're gonna get gas, kind of look over everything. Had some speckles on the windshield. I don't know if they're from me or Rick, but I'm gonna see what fluid it is and kind of go from there. Definitely put gas in it. I need some Visine because my eyes are burning, probably from fumes or lack of sleep or just whatever. Fill up my water, get a couple 5 hours and a Red Bull. I think that's all we need. We'll keep on pressing on.
Big tree crocking off of you, 2025 coming to a track near you.
Are we looking at Rick's car for heat or anything?
No, I was just looking at my car because I love it. That's oil. I think that's engine oil. Holy Jesus. Pop that hood. Oh, Rick's in the car.
Assuming it's not under the hood, right?
It's pretty dry up here.
Never under the hood.
Is she underneath there?
No, I don't want to.
You need to.
You guys are worried about that? You just worried about
I mean, it's possible, and it's flinging back here, hitting this that's spinning. Quite possible.
I have trans.
I mean, the trans I know is leaking, but
This is oil.
yeah, that's all oil.
Well, look at the side of the block.
Not coming from the top. That's all high pressure lube melting off.
Okay.
I did have the valve covers off, but I could start it as he was spraying.
I was gonna say maybe we should clean this all off and then start it. Is what I was just getting ready to say.
Yeah.
All right, let me get out of here.
Pretty sure some of your main seal has been leaking.
Check the oil.
Mine leaks too.
You don't even know.
I also wondered why it started cooling down when I had the oil can a little full and it leaked all that energy.
Yeah.
It dripped off of this.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's wet in front of it. It's up here. Like this is soaked.
Yeah, it's coming from somewhere over there. Could be from here, and this is flinging it this way.
Right. It has to be. This is. You check those lines there.
I did this.
Right.
You know, and it's like
And then
they appear to be tight.
oil and keep going.
Yeah, we're just gonna roll with it and deal with it later.
Rick, you can get out if you want, or you can stay in there.
Please get out. Rick. Out. Out. Get out.
Make that easy.
I don't want to wipe that with my glove. All right. Rick got it.
More of it.
I mean, there's oil on it.
Yeah, it's like right. It's right here.
Yeah, right at the end.
Flip it around. Right around there.
Yeah.
So it's not losing that much. So while we were looking at Rick's, it ain't my fault.
I mean, we might not even sleep tonight, and you're doing a f***ing interview at a gas station 200 miles from the f***ing next track.
My video guy says I have to.
No.
So while we were all looking at Rick's, my crew seen a leak underneath the rear end that was probably bigger than it should have been, and it looks like it's coming from the pinion seal. So we're just gonna put some more in it, and then keep rolling, and then hopefully they don't have any more. So I brought 1 quart. So we'll make it to the next one and see if they have any, and then we'll just keep topping it off as we go, and then trying to truck wash to wash the trailer off because it's getting covered in gear lube also. But yeah, we're gonna at least see what we can do and just keep making headway. That's all we're trying to do is get more and more south.
This one's not nearly as bad as Rick's.
They're not. It's not leaking as bad. My oil temps come way down, and they've been cruising about 220. And I think I might have the oil overfilled a little bit, which then makes a bunch of crankcase pressure from all the, so, but it ain't even nearly as bad right now. Jimmy says, I'm not gonna look. Jimmy said it's fine.
I'll lie right to your face and make it through the rest of the week.
I'll lie, I'll lie right to your face. I'll lie right to your face.
I mean, we've been parked for 17 seconds. There's 7 drops. I don't know what that calculates out to.
Oh yeah, that is about 7 isn't it?
Hi, I'm tired. Doing better than I usually do, I think. Falling asleep, so I need to wake up. So I'm gonna fill this up and I'm gonna go in there and find something with some caffeine, more than I've already had. See what happens. Only a few miles from the checkpoint, I believe. We got to get off at exit 301 and we're at 314. And I don't know how far from the exit the checkpoint is, but we're close. And then it's like 84 miles, I think, to the hotel, which you know is a shorter distance of a leg than we've been doing. Did I word that a little better than you think I was going to? Okay, good. Good old 93 octane.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. No, yeah, I'm leaking. Full. That's how we know when we're full. We spray Tom with gas. Nobody comes out faster than that. Anywho, don't mind that. Nothing to see here. Well, I don't want to be standing in it either. So we got a rear end leak still. We're going to check on that. I want to make sure the vent isn't kinked or the catch can for just the rear end isn't full and not venting. So we're going to check that. We're probably actually just going to use the airbag to jack the car up because we only got 30 psi in it. So if we put 70 psi in it, it should lift the back end up. So other than right where all this gas is where the filler is. So maybe we'll wait a second and let this dry off. But we're going to actually like try to check to see how full it is. I'm going to run inside too and see if we got any gear lube and yeah, be able to go. So Ray tells me there's no gear lube.
No gear lube inside.
Okay. I bet they have a bathroom at least. So I can do that and a 5-hour energy. So at least I can get an hour and go from there. So what was that, Tom?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Get that full.
That's good. Okay. We're still good on level for half full. Not, you don't want full, but half full, yeah, we're good. Almost 3. That's all. 3 a.m. Another hour to go probably. One more fuel stop, and hopefully no more pee stops for Bob. He's just got a bladder of, I don't know, a woman, or something. I don't know. Or he's just a woman. Either one. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna hit the road. Okay, y'all ready?
Yep.
$3.20. That's it. What time is it?
3:20.
3:20. Yeah. Hopefully,
Better than the last trip to Bradenton.
I mean, we're not there yet, but
Yeah, just
you sure did.
edit that beep.
Action. No, yeah, we're 35-ish miles away, I think. Get about 9.87 gallons in here, mathematically. Should get us there and have about 5 gallons left. So, very strategic at how many gallons of gas we put in here now, so we don't have to drain out so much. But, got a trans cooler fan issue. It keeps going into overprotect, so we're going to work on getting one of those. Seems like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when it doesn't, it's a dead short. So I feel like the motor is probably bad, but we'll go over all the wiring also. And yeah, we'll look at that tomorrow morning. Not now. But either way, we'll probably get a spare, because that's like one of the things we don't have a spare for, and probably a truckload of alternators coming too for Orlando. So that'll be the plan for tomorrow, is get some stuff coming.
Hi.
Mutes out.
Still tired.
Mutes out the
Working
noise.
my way through
Listen to
caffeine
music.
gum,
You
because
can
apparently
speak
it's a thing and it seems to be working.
Overrides everything.
We got about 50 miles to the hotel now, so a little bit of gas. Stretch your legs, wake up a little. Almost done with this leg. That's all I got. Rick's got pajama pants on still.
My ears actually weren't hurting enough, so I got in this. You gotta get a video. Yeah, look, check it out here. I'll hop out. It's 4 a.m. and I'm in all the way 4 a.m.
Tell that bitch to suck a dick, run his dick, the boy is gonna stay. If I take you up, bitch, that's $1 million. I just stepped in.
It's 4:20 in the morning. We're in a hotel room, finally. We're like, what, 20 minutes from the track or something? So we're gonna get like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And
Four.
we're gonna get some hours of sleep. Not many. And then we're gonna go to the track and
Try it all over.
do it all over again. Hope we have a good day. Maybe.
This should be the hardest day of the week.
Well, it was gonna be until you said that. So thank you.
Should.
Yeah, we've said should before. I mean, we figured it'd take about 7 hours to make this drive without any issues, right? And we got here in 8.5 hours.
That was 8.5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So that we did okay.
No, you're not wrong.
The drive was pretty okay. We had an alternator issue,
It was nothing was broken.
right?
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.